Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Purple and a Rose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight, we have a very special live stream where I'm going to read for all 12 zodiac signs. It has been a little while since I've done this, so I'm actually a little bit nervous, which is odd, right? So, that is what we're going to be doing tonight. I'm going to talk to you about this Aquarius full moon. We are focusing on this energy for all 12 signs tonight. Guys, please remember we are multi-streaming, so we are on 3 different platforms. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. All right, guys, ready? Aquarius full moon. It peaked today. It peaked at 2:26 p.m. this afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. So I hope that everyone is still with me, right? After this very intense energy that has come with this full moon. I'm actually going to ask you a few questions here at the very beginning as everyone is starting to come in. And I want you to let me know in the comments how you feel about these questions. I'm going to say, do you feel that you may have forgotten the definition of emotional stability today? Do you feel a lot of pressure today? Are you experiencing one trigger after another? And lastly, are you behaving impulsively? Are you behaving impulsively? All right, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Ladies, let me know. We have sound. Can you see my pretty all 12 signs picture on there? All right, so I really hope that most of you, if not all of you, answered me with a no, Rosa. I am implementing what I have learned on my spiritual awakening. And although I see the triggers, I am not reacting the same, if at all, right? And I will say that some of you did give me that beautiful answer today, right? So that is good to see. I wish I could say that as well. And I mean, I guess I kind of sort of can. But I will say that I have been acting impulsively, but that's really just my nature. I'm Rosa. I have all that Aries energy, and Aries is, slightly impulsive, right? What I'm going to say, though, is about this particular full moon is that normally the Aquarius full moons are really about putting like our egos aside so that we can do whatever is needed for the collective, for the greater good of all, right? So here's what I'm going to say. This full moon is, well, it's slightly messy, I guess, you could say. The sun is in Leo and it's opposing the full moon in Aquarius, but it has also teamed up with Mercury. That's right. So Sandra made that name for us, right? The Mercury. But it's all about mind games and drama with this energy. So here's some signs that I'm going to tell you that may need to practice some caution over the next few days, right? This energy is going to be felt for, I would say, at least 3 days. And when I say these signs, guys, I'm not trying to say like, oh, if this is your sun sign, then you're just doomed and gloom. One, remember that I read astrology, your birth charts. I study your chart. So I know that we all have all 12 pieces of the pie, which means you have all 12 signs. That sign will rule over an area, a house, right? That it's an area in your life, and that energy will be in charge of ruling over that energy. So everyone has all 12 signs. Now, I know that we mostly like to read for or look at readings for our sun sign. That seems to resonate the most with most people. Rising sign is the one that I'm going to say is the one that we should probably focus on if you're going to go about it that way. Moon is your emotions, how you feel about something. So definitely very important. But yeah, I say take all 12 pieces of the pie and put your puzzle together. You have one large pie, right? So that's what we're going to do tonight. I'm not going to worry on like timestamps and stuff. I did remember to save the live chat. So if anybody wants to help and do that in the live chat, I would really appreciate that. But signs, if you want to go look at your chart, where are these signs on your chart for you? I'm going to start out with the one that we all know, Aquarius, right? So Aquarius, for the next few days, I would definitely say take some extra caution, right? This moon is all about you. I almost feel like Aquarius doesn't want it to be about them, but it just kind of is, right? But it's really, this moon is causing Aquarius to really dig deep and just kind of pull all those inner demons out. No longer hiding from them, running from them. Aquarius, it's like you see them now and you see how they're slowing you down. So it's like, no, it's getting removed, right? Leo is going to be the second sign that I say is going to maybe need to take some extra caution with this full moon energy. It's really time for you, Leo, to find your true identity. So, like, who are you, right? And really, honestly, without all the drama, what is it that you actually want? That's going to be some Leo energy there. Taurus is going to be the third sign that's going to be the most affected. Right now, Taurus, you have the planet Uranus that's visiting your sign, which really tells me a lot of different things, Taurus, but it tells me that you're experiencing a lot of shock and awe in your life. So, guys, really, everyone that's listening to me right now, go look at your birth chart. Where is Taurus for you? Are you experiencing some shock and awe in that area of your life, right? But here's what's happening with this particular energy. Because Uranus is fighting with both the sun in Leo and the moon in Aquarius. um, you know, the advice that I've been hearing other astrologers give Taurus is run, right? Just run. But on a more serious note, the full moon or the super blue full moon, right, could definitely be like shaking the shit out of your life right now. But again, please remember, all for the greater good. And everybody's like, what does that mean, Rosa? It means that even though you don't see it right now, whatever is happening to you is going to benefit you further down the road. There's a reason it has to happen, right? All right. So the sign Scorpio, my favorites, right? The Scorpios. Are you ready, guys? And please don't shoot the messenger. But Scorpios, you are collateral damage. Collateral damage to this Aquarius blue super full moon. And actually Pisces too, really, collateral damage. And both of you can blame Saturn for that. Saturn is the rule maker. So this energy is very much, this is the way that it's supposed to be, like it or not, right? The signs that I feel we're going to benefit the most from the Aquarius full moon, right? Let's talk some positivity here. Aries, Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer. All right, guys. I know, Sandra. I know. But here's what I'm going to say, Scorpios and Pisces. Again, don't shoot the messenger. But here's what's happening. We had ample time to remove the thing that needed to be removed. If you're anything like me, if your energy runs, coincides with my energy, you may have been confused as to which or what you're supposed to be removing. I know I was. It was like, even though I had clear signs, confusion to say the least. But it's like, once I got the clear message, like once I seen something was shown to me that I didn't know about, and I would have never seen coming, I guess you could say. And so because that thing was shown to me, it was so easy to make the decision. It was so easy for me to be like, oh, this is the thing I was supposed to cut at the knees and run from, right? And it just took me a minute to be able to get to that particular, area of my life. But like, once I did, it was again, like I said, super easy to see. So that may be happening to you as well. But Scorpio and Pisces, you held on. You held on for a very long time. And this is what I like to call forced alignment. This is what I like to call, again, it's for your greater good. All of this is happening for your greater good, Scorpio and Pisces. But is it more challenging? Does it seem more challenging to you than the other signs? Again, go look on your charts where Scorpio and Pisces for you. It's going to be a big yes, right? It's going to be a big yes because, again, you didn't know what to release, or you didn't know how to release it, or you just flat out didn't want to release it. And I'm going to say, more so Scorpio than Pisces. Pisces most likely just didn't know. I love you, Pisces, but most likely just didn't know what to release or what was in the way. And Scorpio, and I'm just saying, my Aries right there, with all that Pisces energy right there next to it. So a lot of confusion. But the Scorpio, you were just stubborn. You were just stubborn. You were just stubborn, and you wanted something to be a certain way. Again, do not shoot the messenger. I love y'all, and I'm just here to give you the message I receive in hopes that it gives you guidance and makes your life a little easier, right? But here's what I'm going to say about Scorpio. We live and we learn, right? You'll learn something from this experience that you'll take with you forever and ever and ever. And I highly doubt that something like this or like this level of lesson will be something you'll have to experience again, because it's definitely one of those feelings like, I've learned the lesson, I don't need to experience it again. Dream Sequence says a Pisces here. All right, guys, I have a little surprise for everybody. I see everybody coming in. All right, let me know if we can see a picture. Do you see my cards? Yay! So tonight we're going to do all 12 signs. Again, I am not going to worry about timestamps. I don't know how short or long these are going to be. Guys, it's been a really long time since I read for the zodiac signs. We've been doing collective for quite some time. So really since the solar eclipse, right? And so, yeah, so just a little bit different. I'm actually going to use our regular zodiac spread that we used to use every week. I created that spread and we used it for 4 years up until, April of this year, when I decided I was going to take this lake job. But yeah, that's the spread we're going to use tonight. So it was always like the challenge or obstacle. The energy of the week. Then this card would have been challenge or obstacle, your lesson learned, and the outcome, right? So we're going to do that with Aquarius Full Moon energy. What is your challenge or obstacle? What's being illuminated to you? What is it? Where is it that you're not in alignment, right? With this card here, and then challenge or obstacle, lesson learned, and outcome. So that is my plan for this evening. All right, everyone, get your birth charts out and get ready to start putting the info in the spots, right? The gold R is actually not new. That's something that I got at the very beginning of PLR. I just normally don't place it out where people can see it. I just started the business, like just got it off the ground, and I went to a farmer's market type of situation. I was actually looking for some different things to put on my table, and there was a lady there that was selling some things that she had made, and the keychain with the R was one of the things she had made. She sold it for $1, guys, for $1. And I was her first sale, her very first sale. So I told her that I hope it brought us both good luck, good fortune, and lots of growth, right? Which it did for me. I never did go back to that farmer's market, but I'm sure it's for her as well. All right, guys, so I'm going to start just like we normally would. I don't go, I'm not going to do the around the universe type of energy. I'm going to start and I'm going to break them down by, for example, fire signs. So I'm going to go Aries, Leo, Sagittarius first. I will do them individually. Then we'll do earth signs. So I'll do Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn next. That's not true. That is true. I guess that's how we're doing it. Spirit says. And then water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then we'll close it out with air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Aquarius will be last. All right, so let's start Aries. Aries, what is being illuminated to you? What is the energy of the Aquarius full moon for Aries? And I am using the Inner Eye Oracle. I feel like I can't speak English today. It's the Mercury. All right, stability is here. So the anchor is about something being solid. This is about something being placed on a firm foundation, like I'm seeing it in my mind. I feel like it's finances for Aries, but I'm getting like this it came out in a private reading, I want to say, where it was like love anchors the soul or something like that. It was like a message I received today. Guys, I've been doing Etsy readings all day today. I'm completely caught up in the Etsy shop. That's not true. I just got a birth chart reading at the end of the day. So I'm not, that one don't count. But the rest of them, if you were waiting for your reading, check your inboxes because those did get sent out today. But yeah, Aries, there's something about anchoring and love. But this is like, I feel like it's very possible that this is how it happens, but it's something about like building a financial foundation. All right, let's look at the challenge or obstacle. The challenge or obstacle, we have official things. Official things is giving me like you have to do things a certain way, or you have to do things the right way, Aries. All right, let's look at lesson learned. So this is what's going to help you with this energy here. We have the solution card. So it's like you already have the key to something. You already know something. You may have more than one key and you need to find which one fits properly. All right, let's look at the outcome. We have passion. And it does show that box of matches. On the bottom is loss. It does give me past energy, Aries, like you have suffered a loss. I think this is why this stability is so challenging for Aries. Maybe not suffered a loss, but I mean, I guess, yes, it could be a loss for some of you Aries, but also I feel like for some of you, it's a setback. All right, I'm going to use the Tarot of the Enchanted Soul. Wait till you guys get to see these cards up close. I think this is the first time that I've had video where you can see them up close. And guys, I can't promise that we're going to have video like from here on out. I think people forget I'm having this spiritual awakening journey. Imagine being me and like having your awakening and then Spirit says, Rosa, it's Monday at 9 p.m. and you need to show up for all 12 signs. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, sometimes, guys, I could be at someone's house. I could be, who knows? I could be sleeping on somebody's couch. I could be, a lot of times I do these from my car. You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes we can't always have picture. But I am going to try to do it more often than we have been, especially now that my summer job is coming to an end. Thank goodness. Y'all, I got my butt kicked this summer. But I made it, right? That's good. I made it. I didn't die. And tomorrow is going to be like super interesting at work. I'll tell you guys more about that. I'm under, hush order. So I'll tell you more about that tomorrow. All right, Aries. Temperance comes out. Look at this healing. It could be that emotional stability we were talking about earlier. And I feel like that is something that you could be feeling tested in this area. The healing of your emotional stability could be what's being illuminated to you with this full moon, Aries. Official things, we have 8 of Cups. And 8 of Cups is about walking away from something. It is about having to, I feel like you're not walking away from something such as like you're abandoning it. But I will say that you are having to leave something behind. It chose not to match your energies, right? Like whatever this energy is that you're having to leave behind, Aries, you gave it ample time. This energy had ample time to match your frequency. whatever that is, whether it's in their own awakening journey and their own mental stability, whatever it is. But it's like you gave it ample time, and now it's time for you to go find your Two of Cups. Remember, the goal is 10 cups. You never were supposed to stop at the Eight of Cups and go, oh, this is all I'm supposed to do forever and ever and ever. No, you've already done everything you can do here. And it's giving me strong water signs, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But it's like you've already done everything you can do here. I think what happens is, Aries, when we don't know what the next step is, or when we don't know like how to move forward from something, it's like we kind of just linger there, and we kind of just enable there, and we kind of just allow there, right? And it's like Spirit's only going to allow us to do that for so long before we are forced into alignment and you are forced to go towards that Two of Cups. The Six of Spades, the solution card that shows the key. This is your lesson learned. So it's like you've always known that either you were the key, you had the key, you had to find the key, something like that. And we have Seven of Cups, options, choices. Ooh. I think it's very possible. Maybe you didn't always know, right? Okay, so pretty funny, because when I made this spread, this card as lesson learned, that's supposed to help you with the challenge or obstacle. A lot of times when we have like big, like cosmic influences, this is something that's happening right now. So I got a feeling probably all 12 signs, right? Aries is always like the guinea pig, the first one out, just so we see how it's going to go. But I feel like all 12 signs is probably going to be, this is what you're learning right now that's going to help you with the situation. Seven of Cups is about seeing your choices clearly, A lot of times when we have Seven of Cups energy, there's confusion, and that makes sense with all this Mercury that's going on. Coined the name, right? That's what I was trying to say about Sandra earlier. But yeah, she gave us this Mercury. I look at me, it's coming out right now. But yeah, Seven of Cups is like you need to pick a different option, make a different choice. And I feel like it's possible that the key, it's like you finally find the right key that fits, is the energy that I'm getting there. And then passion, Eight of Hearts. It's giving me this energy of like, I almost said flames, but I don't think it's like twin flame stuff. I think it's more about two people that have a strong passion or strong desire for the same thing. Like they have the same goal. I feel like originally, maybe Aries, you waited for something or someone to catch up or align, and it just never happened, right? See, that's the thing about this specific type of journey we're on, is it's so I don't know, it's so much BS out there right now because of the label that we've put on it, like twin flames. It just sounds romantic, right? And so because of that label, like you could have been under some confusion, misunderstanding of what it is that you're supposed to be doing. But I think now it's also too, like there's no flame on the match. So it's like for somebody, the flame could have went out. But I feel like this is new passion. This is new excitement is the outcome, because you finally freed yourself from something that you thought you were stuck to, right? We have Seven of Swords here. Seven of Swords says there's no need to tell everybody. This is going directly to me, y'all. But there's no need to tell everybody what it is that you're doing, like every waking moment. Like level up without informing everyone. Sadly, not everyone has your, like best intention at heart. Unfortunately, that's not how it is. Unfortunately, there's a lot of miserable people in the world, and they don't know how to like pull themselves out of that lower vibrational energy. You see them all the time. People that like drink a lot or do, like a lot of escapism. People that, lie a lot. People that gossip. Oh my gosh, a gossiper is the worst. Like I used to know this person that knew what color underwear everybody in this town was wearing, right? And felt the need to come tell me about it. I remember like when Spirit was like telling me like I had to get away from that energy. And I was like, but I'm so used to it. And this is the norm. And, I'm saying like, no, complete removal. So there unfortunately are people that send this lower vibe energy out. You think by now people would see that, highly protected. But anyway, but yeah, so it's like you don't need to, Aries, tell anyone what your new passion is, what you're newly excited about. It's like it's definitely this energy, like keep something to yourself as you level up. On the bottom is the sun. So that's giving me big confirmation, because a lot of times too, I know Seven of Swords energy could be like, oh, disbelief. In Aries, you may have some disbelief because we tend to have that kind of energy. So the sun is like big confirmation that this is you leveling up, and maybe just keeping that information to yourself for a little while. All right, let's pull some guidance. I am going to use my new favorite oracle, the Tree of Life Oracle. So 2 cards come out. A moonlight. I feel like that's just big confirmation of this Aquarius full moon. Bark is here. That's going to be more confirmation of keeping your information to yourself, Aries. The bark card, again, also came up in the one of the private readings today. So the bark card talks about how the bark covers the tree, right? It covers, it's a surface, it's a hard surface that protects the interior of the tree. There's definitely something here about protecting your energy, Aries. Especially with this Aquarius full moon energy. We also have the love card coming out. This is one of my favorite cards, and I'm glad that you guys get to see it. It talks about, look how the 2 trees are entwined. One of my absolute favorites. But this card talks about unconditional love. Aries, again, it's like you had your energy focused on something that maybe wasn't very stable. You did have to have a lot of healing. And I think this Aquarius full moon could be showing you that healing that you've been doing. But I think it's also showing you the healing that you still need to do, right? Because you lingered too long somewhere, because you held on to something too long, because maybe you thought that you needed to continue to do some work in that area. It's like now you have different options. Now you have different choices. You need to protect those options and protect those choices. There's no need to tell people what it is that you're doing in your leveling up process. It's very possible, Aries, that you have some haters around. Sadly, there's not a lot you can do about that. Continue to shine your light, continue to send them unconditional love, and continue to pray that they heal someday, right? All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Aries. I hope that was helpful. All right, next is going to be Leo. So sticking with the fire signs. Someone who talks about others will talk about you behind your back. That is fact. That is fact. One thing I learned in my journey is someone that will sit around talking about what other people are doing, actually do it as a way to escape their own life. A gossiper is actually just trying to escape their own reality. In other words, like their shit is so bad that they want to put the focus on someone else so you don't smell their shit, right? All right. Here we go, Leo. What is this Aquarius full moon illuminating for you? What is the energy with the Aquarius full moon for Leo? No, I'm not coming out. Gifts is coming out. That's pretty interesting because remember, Leo, Leo is one of the signs that needs to, take a little extra caution here. You really need to figure out who you are. That's what's happening with Leo energy right now. So it's about figuring out who you are and what it is that you truly want. It's about removing yourself from any drama. Unfortunately, drama is something that's just kind of stuck to Leo. I don't know how to explain it. It's fiery, passionate energy, and drama just kind of sticks to your butt everywhere you go, right? You could, maybe you're not a dramatic person, but it's like dramatic people follow you, dramatic people are in your life, everything is like overly dramatic, right? You need to remove that energy so you can really focus on yourself right now, Leo. And it's very possible that this full moon is illuminating your gifts to you, Leo. It's illuminating your gifts. All right, let's look and see what the challenge or obstacle for Leo is going to be with the Aquarius full moon. So somewhere you're out of alignment when it comes to using your gifts, Leo. Somewhere you're out of alignment. Eight of Clubs is like Eight of Wands energy. You could learn something quickly this week, Leo, about your gifts. You could learn very quickly where you're out of alignment. Oh, yes, look at this. Challenge or obstacle. You're causing delays, Leo. Lesson learned. You have new beginning. It's about protecting something that's new, fragile, and you have support on the way, Leo. On the bottom, you have a very important decision to make. All right, I got to get a drink of my tea, Leo. I know a few Leos that are very important to me. And it's easy for me to see how this message relates from an outside perspective. I'm just not sure how to deliver the message, you know, I guess in a kind way. So I'm going to try my hardest here. Ready? Leo, you're going to be shown that you have some very powerful gifts that I feel you're not using or you're not using properly. It could be causing you some delays. So Leo, if you're trying to move forward in your journey, in your life, in your career, whatever it is, and you're stuck and you're like, why is the abundance not rolling in, Rosa? Why am I just sitting here, barely scraping by? Why is this so challenging? This energy is being put in the wrong place. New beginnings is here. New beginnings is what you're going to learn. So it's very possible that new beginnings are actually here. But this particular card shows this plant, this very fragile plant starting to grow out of this pot. And it talks about how it's very important that you protect this plant and the very few leaves that it has so that it can grow into a much bigger and fruitful tree, right? You do have support coming in as the outcome. So true. Dream sequence. So true. I totally had to use that person to teach me a very valuable lesson. And honestly, if you think of the person that drives you the craziest, or think of the person, I guess, that you like the least, right? Or think of the person that you maybe would call an enemy, right? Think of the person that you feel is like against everything you stand for, right? Think of that person and then send that person unconditional love, because that is just an unhealed version of you, right? All right, let's look at that gifts card. We have 7 of coins coming out. It's a harvest and patience. But here's what I'm saying. It is a time of harvest, but you could be over plucking something. You could be taking too much and it's not ready. Maybe you weren't patient and you didn't let something like build. Maybe you didn't let something like save up. But the 7 of coins, 7 of pentacles, it is this energy of like, be patient, but you do have some fruit that is beginning to harvest. You don't want to overpick, because if you overpick, then all the fruit's gone and you won't get any more. But you could go in there and get 1 or 2 things. So I think what's being illuminated to you is you can go in there and get 1 or 2 things. But it could also be illuminated that you're overdoing something. And I just heard overstepping. So I'm not sure what that means. All right. So for challenge or obstacle, we have the 5 of diamonds. It's causing delays. I mean, it's very possible. Diamonds, pinnacles. It's very possible that like your money is being delayed, right? And it's being delayed because either you didn't go pick the fruit that has begun to harvest or be ready for harvest, or because you overpicked, right? Knight of Swords is here. Knight of Swords is about breaking free from something. It's finding freedom and liberation. It's like you know that you should have gotten away from something, but you didn't, like you had fear and you couldn't deliver the message of freedom and liberation, right? So for new beginnings, we have 2 of coins here. This is about feeling like you're being stretched too thin, like you don't have enough of something. And 2 of coins, again, it's like you feel like you're not able to get your footing. I feel like it's the fruit, whatever it is you're growing, whatever it is that you've created, it's like it only has a few fruits ready for harvest. So it's like you're feeling like it's something is not enough. There's something here about balancing something out. Like I feel like this energy like juggling, and it's like you need to find your footing, you need to find balance, you need to make it steady. That's what I'm getting. You need to make it steady. Maybe like because you're trying to do something like so big and grand, like it's like you're trying to do something too much, and it's like if you can just I see spirit's not going to tell you to like calm your energy down. That's not true. But it's like don't spread it out too thin. That is true. Don't spread it out too thin. That's the message. All right, support is on the way. We have Ace of Swords. This support is going to come in a way of new thinking, new clarity, new understanding, and definitely could be new communication. Bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is intuitive hits. So it's like you've been having these little intuitive hits, and this could just really be confirmation to you about what it is that this full moon is requiring of you, Leo. All right, Tree of Life. Oracle for guidance, please. I dropped it. Sorry. The child card comes out. It could be some inner child healing as needed here. Some of you could have children. Treehouse is here. And the hollow card is here. Nuts is on the bottom. It talks about gathering, saving. So saving is another one. I'm going to read this treehouse message for Leo. I don't think I've read it out of the book before, and it's throwing me off just a slight bit. All right, treehouse, creating security. No way. Thank you, Spirit. Ingenuity, skills, usefulness, development of plans, collaboration, relocation, abusing nature, childish pranks, destitution, or making do. All right, when you choose Tree of Life, Treehouse card, your gift of collaboration and I can't even say it. Collaboration are enormous. You're in a very constructive time when dreams can be made into reality. This is an invitation to be inventive, to work with nature and create a sense of security for yourself and others. Be lofty and unafraid to bring your visions into reality. Tree of Life Treehouse card points to all the factors that create a sense of security in your life, as well as your own willingness to create a space which allows you to dream and see those dreams come true. Now more than ever, you can bring your creative efforts into three-dimensional reality. It may take collaboration and planning, patience and hard work, but it will be well worth it in the end. Make your dreams real. All right, Leo, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. Amanda, I love you so much. I'm doing all 12 signs tonight. All 12 signs. If you want to shoot me a message after the live, I will pull a card for you and send you a picture. All right, Sagittarius is next. Slightly concerned. I'm looking at the time. Wait, this is the fire signs, and we're at 40 minutes. It's funny because I feel like I try to tell Spirit sometimes, like, hey, I got something I want to go do. Spirit's like, and? That's definitely how it works. All right, Sagittarius, let's look at the Aquarius full moon. What is being illuminated for Sagittarius? Is it showing you a means of alignment? Is it showing you where you're out of alignment? What is the Aquarius full moon illuminating for Sagittarius, please? Thank you. Conflict, battles, fights. Look at the boxing glove. Have mercy. Sagittarius, what fight are you in? All right, challenge or obstacle. Challenge or obstacle, Aquarius full moon. Why is this conflict energy here? Who are you fighting? Sagittarius. Commitment. This could be a couple of different things. This could be a relationship commitment. That could be what you're fighting, or why you're fighting, Sagittarius. Maybe somebody doesn't want to make a commitment. Maybe you want a commitment. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe this chair I'm sitting in is way too high and my feet are dangling. This could be a work commitment. This could be about overcommitting yourself. But I feel like for most of you Sagittarius, this is about a relationship with someone else. It's like you're waiting for the commitment to be made, or they're waiting for you to make the commitment. All right, lesson you're going to learn with this Aquarius full moon. Have the protector coming out. We'll definitely clarify, but either you're the protector and that's what you learn this Aquarius full moon energy, or you have a protector and that's what you learn with this Aquarius full moon energy. All right, let's look at the outcome for Sagittarius. Have the love card coming out. Love card shows an actual heart. On the bottom, we have satisfaction. It's showing me sunflower, happiness, kindness. Again, I feel like we're going to notice that theme for all 12 signs. The challenge is going to be big, right? The lesson learned is going to be big. The outcome is going to be good, right? Except for, I guess, those one signs that I talked about earlier. But yeah, I feel like for the most part, most signs are going to see that the outcome is for the greater good of all, right? All right, so let's pull some tarot for Sagittarius. Let's see what you got going on over here. Definitely a fight. I feel like it's, clearly about love. Eight of Cups is on the bottom. You need to walk away from something. You have fully finished your job there. You've done everything you needed to do. There's nothing else you're supposed to do there. You need to go find your Two of Cups. All right. Who told us that? You remember that? It was Leela Marie. She had her own, still has a very successful YouTube channel. I haven't checked it out lately. I need to catch up on all my stuff. But anyway, she's the one that told us, Eight of Cups, you're walking towards your Two of Cups, and Two of Cups, guess what? Is soulmate energy, right? So I feel like this is Sagittarius walking towards soulmate energy. I feel like it's possible that there's been some issue with commitment in a situation for a while, and it's like maybe you're throwing in the towel. Like maybe it's like, you know what, you don't want to commit, you don't want whatever. I'm good. I'm gonna go find someone who has type of energy. Page of Swords is here. Page of Swords is higher learning. It is my clue card for somebody is watching, right? So it's very possible, Sagittarius, somebody is watching. It is energy of wanting to learn how to communicate. So I think it's very possible that that could be the issue with the conflict is communication. Clearly, I mean, it's usually the issue, right, Sagittarius? But I'm going to say it's got something to do with that Mercury. Like there could be some misunderstandings here as well. Four of Coins is about holding on to something too tightly. So that kind of makes sense. It's like you either held on to the idea that this person was going to commit and then they never did, or you're holding on to the idea that you can't commit or don't want to commit, something like that. If you wanted to commit, Sagittarius, it wouldn't be in your challenge or obstacle. You see what I'm saying? So the Protector is here. It's very possible that you find out that something is not happening because you're highly protected. I think that's the energy that I'm picking up here. The Strength card, absolutely. This is giving you internal strength. So here's what I'm going to say, Sagittarius. I feel like this is not the fun message Sagittarius wanted to hear. But it's like if there was a love situation where someone couldn't commit to you, you were being protected from something. There was like a reason that it had to happen that way. For the love card, we have Ace of Coins. You're fixing to get a new offer. You're fixing to get a new opportunity. You're fixing to start a whole new path. You know what I heard the other day, Sagittarius? I heard someone say, one of these astrologers that I listened to, they were talking about how Molly McCord, I just remember her name. I feel like I never remember these people's names. Molly McCord. But she has an astrology channel, always helpful, useful, accurate information. She doesn't try to gatekeep her information, which is beautiful. But anyway, she was making this comment that the next 5 months is going to feel like 5 months from now, life is going to feel completely different than it is right now. 5 months from now, I feel like I was watching K Moon did this, 2025 preview of astrology. And guys, these are all channels that I watch and highly, highly recommend. But she also was talking about the astrology for 2025. And it was kind of the same thing. Next year, things are going to look completely different. It's going to feel like a decade has went by. You see what I'm saying? 5 months from now, everything is going to be completely different than it is right this very moment, right? And I don't say that to be be scared because it's going to be different and change is here. Don't be scared, okay? We are scared because nobody likes change and we're all oh my gosh, I can't handle change. But actually, Sagittarius, we can handle change. And it's actually more beneficial. You've been going after someone that couldn't make the commitment. You kept holding on to that. Now you're going to move on from that because this Aquarius full moon is showing you how that is hindering you, how it's slowing you down. And when you're able to walk away and move on from that, bam, there's your new offer. And I just want to point out the peacock. The peacock does represent masculine energy. All right. Leo energy coming out strongly with that Strength card, Major Arcana. So it's like Spirit steps in and protects Sagittarius. Okay, let's do guidance. We have fallen branches. Fallen branches talks about how important it is to go prune the dead branches. Because if you don't, they're going to fall down. And see how it falls down on the brick wall that's protecting this tree? So it's like if you don't remove the thing that is no longer serving your greater good, it can come back and bite you, right? It can come back and hurt you. It can come back and cause you, I don't want to say hurt you, but it can cause you like delays and obstacles. We have springtime. So for you Sagittarius that are looking for a time to when something is going to happen, it's also very possible that this is, yeah, look, this all started this spring and is moving into winter. I feel like the new offer comes at the end of the year in winter time. On the bottom, we have sapling, so big confirmation of that new offer. All right, Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. Guys, I keep forgetting to say, but if it is, make sure to tap that like button for me, right? I don't recognize that name, but I mean, that is true. This year's eclipse was definitely a game changer. It was life changing. It is, I mean, it is the eclipses, but it's, also the planets and aspects that are with these eclipses. It's definitely like certain planet positions are definitely impacting these eclipses. So it's definitely this energy. Eclipses are always life changing, but this year, 2024, was definitely more so because of the big once in a lifetime transits that we're experiencing in astrology right now. Right? Does that make sense? Jenna knows Molly. I love the sound of her voice. I think it's funny. People tell me, they're like, I like the sound of your voice, Rosa. I'm like, what? What? But she has one of those like really soft, I don't know, gentle voices. And I can listen to her like for hours and hours and hours. So yeah, if you guys haven't found Molly before, go find her channel, check her out. All right, so that is the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is finished. We're going to go earth signs next. I feel like normally I do water signs, but I'm being told we're going to do earth signs. So we're starting with Taurus, and Taurus is that one, bless their heart. Taurus is, I feel like, other than Aquarius, well, I guess no, Aquarius and Leo, but I feel like Taurus is actually the sign that's being impacted the most, and it definitely has to do with Uranus playing around in the house of Taurus, right? So it's like things are rough for Taurus. And the funny thing is like I feel like most people don't really realize the Uranus energy. Like people think Saturn is the rule maker. I even said that at the beginning of the live. I was like, Scorpio and Pisces blame Saturn, right? Because Saturn's like the rule maker and says this is the way it has to be. But Saturn, guys, is actually the rule enforcer. So it's like the enforcer of the laws, right? Uranus is actually the one that makes the rules and makes the laws, right? So it's like right now, the actual lawmaker is in the house of Taurus. So it's like Taurus, any fuckery that you were doing, I don't even know why I just said that word. My mom used to use that word. But anyway, any backstabbery, any shadowy, not good, in the dark type of energy that you could be doing. It's like Uranus is in your house right now, putting his foot like straight up your what, right? um so if you're a Taurus and you've been in that kind of energy or around people that have that kind of energy, it's like that's a little karma coming your way for Taurus with the Aquarius full moon. So I just feel like that's why it's so tough for Taurus right now. That energy is powerful. But here's what I know, Taurus: if you are on like the right side of the law, right? If you are following the rules by the book type of energy, you're not sneaking around, you're not trying to look like you're following the books, but really you're just as whatever as somebody else. You see what I'm saying? If you're actually doing it, then this is a time of I wouldn't say great rewards, but it's a time of like whatever is being shaken for you. It's like that foundation is going to be easier for you to rebuild now, because whatever you had built the foundation on previously was like so wishy-washy. It wasn't good. And it's like you could never get like stability. You could never like get enough, like I almost said a handful. I don't even know what that means, but you couldn't like get enough grip to like move forward. So this is going to shake that foundation so that you can rebuild the foundation on firmer ground, and now you can get a grip and move forward, right? But those are for you Tauruses that have, like I said, on the right side of the law. And not faking it either, like actually doing it. If you're faking it, I mean, like I said, bless your hearts. All right. Oh my gosh, look at the cards that came out. Look at the cards that came out. I can't even say that word. Disingenuity. Oh, I think I said it. Disingenuine, right? It's like where you're wearing a mask. You're pretending to be something that you're not. The apprentice is here. So the apprentice is like a beginner, a student, still learning, right? Like there's still other levels, right? I remember my ex when he was doing electrical work when he first started. It was called an apprenticeship, right? And then I want to say it was like the journeyman's was like the next one that he was trying to go to right before the recession hit, right? But yeah, like there's this energy of Taurus. You could have been wearing a mask. And I'm just going to say really quickly, Taurus, if this isn't you wearing the mask, and it's like this moon is going to illuminate someone around you that could be wearing a mask. It's going to have something to do with like a student, someone who's like learning about tools or learning how to implement their tools. So here's another thing. Like, let's say you're an apprentice, like you're having spiritual awakening and you're like, I'm woke and I follow, source, God, whatever label you got to put there. And, I shine my light and I'm doing good in the world. But really, like, you're secretly drinking in your closet or smoking in your car or, selling stuff you're not supposed to, or, what I'm saying, like doing like that. It's like, the people around you may not see you, but God sees you, right? Like that could be what's being illuminated with this full moon. Again, Taurus, do not shoot the messenger. I mean, is it possible that this is someone around you and that's what's being illuminated? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But here's what I'm learning about these tarot readings, guys. It's like we always want to make it about someone else, but really, it's mostly about us, right? All right, let's look at the challenge or obstacle for Taurus. Challenge or obstacle with this disingenuity. Did I say it right again? Have mercy. All right, so the family card comes out. It's almost like the roots card. So this could be a family situation. It could be someone in your family. This disingenuine energy could be affecting your family, Taurus. Like pretending that something is better than it is, or pretending that you're better than you are, something like that. Communication comes out for lesson learned. This could be what you're learning again right now with this Aquarius full moon. It did try to come out in reverse. So it's like this energy, Taurus, of maybe you don't need to get on the phone and tell everybody, everything you know. Maybe you don't need to listen to someone who's trying to get on the phone and tell you what they know about everybody, right? I mean, definitely could have something to do with that. It's also very possible that you get some new communication, um, especially if you're waiting for like family to communicate. That could be for some of you Tauruses. All right, let's look at the outcome. What is the outcome? Aquarius full moon. For Taurus, we have the work card coming out. It definitely could be an energy of get to work, get back to work. But this is like the gears are grinding type of energy. The gears are grinding type of energy. On the bottom, you do have some good luck showing up, Taurus. Definitely needed, I would say. Taurus, family could be the challenge or obstacle with you on this Aquarius full moon. Maybe you have some new tools that you're learning that maybe you're not, like maybe your family doesn't support. Maybe you're not showing them. All right, Tarot of the Enchanted Soul. Bottom of the deck, we have Two of Wands. Two of Wands says you have a very important decision to make. A very important decision to make. Two of Wands is also it's also that card where you feel like you don't have enough choices. And Taurus, it's actually it's almost like you think so. Two of Wands is normally in the regular Rider-Waite tarot. It's the one where there's the two wands and the guy's holding the world in the palm of his hand, but he's only facing one way. And when I first started reading tarot or coming out here and reading like for all of you guys, I was like, it looks like his expectation, right? Like the word expectation kept coming up for me every time I would pull Two of Wands energy. And it was like his expectation was that he had to offer the world to this side, or that was the only offer he was going to receive was from over here. And it always gave me this energy like that second wand that's usually to the side or like behind him. Like that second wand kind of sneaks up and it's like, hey, this is an option too. You didn't see this coming, Taurus. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting there. All right, so the Mask and the Apprenticeship, we have Queen of Wands. This is about being confident in yourself and who you are. I'm picking up a lot of messages right now. Somebody could be asking, like, why did Spirit choose me? Maybe you feel like you're unqualified for something, Taurus. And here's what I'm going to say. How do I say that? Oh, Spirit, help me out. I don't know how to say it without like just sounding like a total B word. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna throw us all under the bus. Ready? So Taurus, everything is a label. Okay, everything is a label. We talk about spiritual awakening all the time. And if we really break down the meaning and the things that happen with spiritual awakening, we actually see that spiritual awakening is a breakdown of the mind. Okay. Some may call it a mental breakdown, right? And I know some people are like, wait, Rosa, don't say that about me. But that's what's happened. What's happened is that the way your mind told you to live before is now different. You've completely had to break down everything you've learned, and now you're learning everything anew, and everything is completely different than the way you first started to live your life, right? When we have spiritual awakenings, even the people that go looking for spiritual awakening, because I tell you all the time, like twin flame is just a type of awakening. Right? For the most part, we met someone and they shook our foundation so badly that we had to rebuild. Right? I feel like there's so much like fantasy and romance and this kind of crap that's thrown on there that we really don't look at the honesty or like the authenticity of what we experience. Because if we looked at that, then that person that awakened us wouldn't be on such a pedestal. We wouldn't hold them in such a light because, they clearly had to do something that was so destructive that it literally broke down everything you had built. Now, we're supposed to thank that person because what we had built was shit and it was on a shit foundation, right? So it's like, thank goodness for the twin come and awaken us so we could be like, hey, let me go build on a real foundation, right? Now I can build the life that I actually want. Yay, I get it, right? But regardless, it's like something shitty still happened, okay? And this type of awakening journey, it's usually two shitty people, okay? I mean, just don't shoot the messenger. But it's usually two people that, are not in their brightest of lights, right? You're usually in some type of karmic darkness when you meet. And it is so that the soul can be awakened so that you can go towards the light. Like there's a whole purpose for it, right? I always say too, like there's you could do a lot of drugs and that could cause a spiritual awakening. You could have a really bad car accident that could cause a spiritual awakening, trauma, right? Some people, I make this joke that some people take their shoes off and walk to Tibet. They'll starve themselves and deprive themselves of all the things that they need, in order for their body to function properly. And then they will, go talk to God. Some of them come back, some of them don't. But that could definitely, catapult spiritual awakening. So what I'm saying here, Taurus, is you're having this feeling like, why did you pick me? I have this feeling all the time. Like, and I get a lot of my Aries energy. I'm at like 26 degrees, I believe. It's not 29. It's like 26, 28 degrees Aries. So it's like I get a lot of Taurus energy, right, with my sun energy. And so I kind of get this. I get this feeling like, and this could be like imposter syndrome. You guys heard of that before? You're like, I'm pretending to be this person. And like, what if people, think that I'm pretending or they see that I'm pretending? Imposter syndrome. It's a big deal. Like a pretty big thing, right? Here's the thing I'm going to say, ready? And I don't really want to like turn this into a religious thing. It's just because that this is the religion that I studied the most. Now there's no like specific religion, right? Now I'm also learning to stop saying I'm spiritual because how crazy is that? You see, I love God. Like that's what I'm going to tell people from now on. Like I love God and that's it for me. Like that's the only rule maker I need. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to pick like which religion is right and which isn't. But I'm definitely kind of getting this biblical story of Jesus. Like Jesus saved people like prostitutes and thieves and bad people that did bad things, made poor choices, right? Were more in their darkness than they were in their light. And then when he showed them the light, then they went towards their light. You see what I'm trying to say? Jesus like didn't judge. He didn't walk up to the prostitute and go, oh, I'm not going to heal you. I'm not going to help you because you're a freaking prostitute. Forget that. Like that's not how it went down, right? Do I believe, like somebody asked me the other day, like, do you believe the stories in the Bible? Yes and no. I believe that they are here to teach us valuable lessons. Do I believe that there was a man named Jesus that walked the earth and helped a prostitute? Maybe. I wasn't here. I'm not going to say yay or nay. You know what I'm saying? Do I believe there was more than just Jesus? Yes, absolutely. Do I feel like there's more even like today's time? Yes, absolutely, right? And that's when the whole Christ consciousness comes into play. But what I'm trying to say here is it doesn't matter what you did, Taurus. It doesn't matter if you were a thief. It doesn't matter if you were a prostitute. It doesn't matter if you were a liar. It doesn't matter if you were heartless. It doesn't matter if you were unforgiving. It doesn't matter if you lied. It doesn't matter if you, like, none of those freaking things matter. As long as you know that that's not who you want to be. As long as you know that you went down that path and you went down that journey to learn whatever it is that you needed to learn, and that's not who you are today. As long as you know that, then you have every right to sit at this throne, right? Then that's the Queen of Wands. It's like, it's giving that vibe. Like, I don't know if I can sit in this throne. I don't know if I can take this role. I don't know if I have the courage to be able to take this passionate action. And Spirit saying, as long as you're in your light, As long as you see, and I don't want to say mistakes because I don't even like that word, but as long as you see your delays for what they were, a path that you had to go down to learn whatever you had to learn to be the strong, wise, braver person you are today. You see what I'm saying? That's the energy that I'm getting here with this imposter syndrome type of energy. All right, family is coming here in your challenges or obstacles. Six of Pentacles is here. I mean, Six of Diamonds, which is giving me Six of Pentacles vibes. So it could have something to do with like money, finances, someone that controls money and finances because it's the family card. Queen of Swords is here. Queen of Swords is like a cutthroat type of energy. I feel like Queen of Swords kind of gets a bad rap sometimes because people are like, man, she is such a bee. And it's not that she's trying to be that way, right? It's that she has fought so hard for her victory that she refuses. It's like when you find your peace. You know how when you fight your karmic wars and then you get to this part in your spiritual awakening where you're like, okay, this is my peace. I surrender. I accept what is, what has been, all of that. I'm ready to push forward. I'm ready to follow my purpose. I'm ready to be of service, right? It's like when you get to that point, there's no need for extra words. There's no need for extra anything. You will enforce your boundaries at all cost, right? It's like once you receive that level of understanding of what your peace is, it's like you're not going to let anyone else have it, anyone, for no reason whatsoever. It doesn't matter if they have money. It doesn't matter if they're helping financially. It doesn't matter what the crap. If they're taking it, you're going to cut them down at the knees. And that's just the way Queen of Swords is. And again, it's not necessarily a bad energy. Now, this isn't your challenge or obstacle. So it's very possible that you're having a challenging time. This is Queen energy here. So it's like it's very possible that you're having a challenging time facing someone in your family when it comes to finances. All right, communication is lesson learned. It's very possible that this is the lesson that you're going to learn with this Aquarius energy. It's about responsibility. It's about duties. It's about stepping up to the plate. It's King of Coins. For the outcome, Taurus, you have the work card. It's definitely like get to work, gears grinding type of energy. We have Four of Swords. Four of Swords is like a rest period, a healing period. But I think the meaning here, Four of Swords, is this is about to be a blessing in disguise. This is about to be a blessing in disguise. All right, let's pull some guidance for Taurus. We have the Buds card coming out. It's like a springtime energy, like things starting to bud, starting to bloom. We have the Woman card coming out. This is about you really embracing your feminine energy. You got those queens. I'm just saying, Taurus, really embracing that self-care and nurturing energy. And also creative energy. And we have the bonsai. Look at that. The bonsai tree. We call this the money tree here. I don't know. You guys might have like a different nickname for it, but we call it the money tree. It's definitely an energy that talks about good fortune and good luck. Taurus, I feel like you've had a blockage when it comes to money in some way. It's like something about your finances isn't quite what you wanted it to be. You may have been disingenuous about your finances with someone in your family situation. Maybe they were disingenuous with you, something like that. But it's definitely this energy of create a boundary, enforce that boundary, take responsibility for your actions, and then let them take responsibility for their actions as well. I do feel that you're going to heal from the situation, Taurus. And when that happens, it's like all of a sudden the things become more fruitful, right? All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. I can't believe I said we were going to do all 12 signs. All right, Virgo. Virgo is next. I swear I'm going to start moving through them faster. Maybe. I love that, Miss L. Don't let anyone steal your light or shut you down. clear, direct, Queen of Swords, yes. I have the honey vanilla chai tea today. The chai is definitely becoming quickly my new favorite. All right, Virgo, here we go. Aquarius Full Moon. What is being illuminated for Virgo? I will say I'm loving these readings. It's been such a long time since I read for the zodiac signs that it's definitely making me very nostalgic, I guess is the word, which is common for full moons. All right. So we have two cards come out, the Guide and Misfortune. And the Guide is giving me some Capricorn energy. King of Hearts could be King of Cups, so really that could be some Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But Misfortune, look at the volcano exploding. So I think what is being illuminated for Virgo is someone that you could have had some karmic ties to, could have led you astray, right? Like that's kind of the energy I'm getting. So they didn't guide you in the right direction. And King of Hearts is giving me like, this is someone you trusted with your emotions, with your feelings. For some of you, this could be spirit guides directing you like out of the line of fire type of energy. Like you could be being shown with this particular full moon how to get away from the misfortune, right? And I think for most of you, someone led you astray in a love situation. All right, challenge or obstacle. We have the Friend. It's Queen of Cups energy. We have a match. We have a match. It's so rare that we get this match too. So there's swords, there's wands, and pentacles, right? And they have king and queen and all of those. And then there's the cups, which is love, emotion. I always say, like, you know, people always want to be like, well, I want to be king and queen of pentacles so we can be a power couple, right? And I say, no, I want to be king and queen of cups because it's unconditional love. But Virgo, this could be someone that you thought to be a friend or you believed to be a friend, Virgo. I see the butterfly. Something about transformation is here. It's like maybe they're not who they used to be. This could be you, Virgo. Maybe you're not who you used to be. Let's look at lesson learned. You have ideas. You're going to get a new idea, new clarity, new understanding about something. Let's look at the outcome for Virgo. You have a loss. Okay, so for some of you with the guide, oh my gosh, I just want to be like, this is for you, so-and-so. Okay, for some of you Virgos, you have a spiritual guide, and that guide is trying to direct you away from a misfortune. I feel like the misfortune could have something to do with someone that you see as a friend or you see as friendly energy, but there's some type of transformation. Something has happened, and it's like this person may not necessarily have your best intentions or like best interests at heart here. I don't feel like you're going to suffer a loss. I feel like you've actually already suffered a loss. And I think that loss is the guide, and I think that guide is going to show you something, illuminate something, turn a light on for you, give you an aha moment about this energy. The rest card is on the bottom. I just feel like that's just big confirmation. For others of you that you're like, no, Rosa, I don't know what you're talking about, then it's very possible that someone guided you in the wrong direction. Like someone maybe in a love situation, like someone that started out as a friendship, maybe now is, turned into something more than a friendship. I don't know. You may get some clarity as to why that happened, and you could be experiencing some abandonment issues, because it's giving me 5 of Cups vibe here, like abandonment, rejection issues with that person. I feel like when we clarify, you're going to see why something had to happen a certain way. Michelle says Virgo rising here, and this resonates. All right, let's look at the guide and misfortune. We have Queen of Cups. Ooh, I'm just going to say it. Ready? Virgo, for some of you, this is a twin flame. I mean, my clue card for King of Cups is masculine. I mean, have the Mercury Smirkery. It's driving me so crazy. My clue card for Divine Masculine is the King of Cups. My clue card for Divine Feminine is the Queen of Cups. I know that most people use the Emperor and the Empress, and again, that goes back to the whole I like the unconditional love, right? So it's like, and that's my own personal preference, y'all. Like when you read tarot for yourself, you can make your cards whatever you want to make your clue card, right? That's just for me, Rosa. It's always been King of Queen of Cups since like day one of PLR, right? So I feel like this is big confirmation. This is like someone could be on a twin journey. That twin counterpart could have led you astray, right? Could have took you somewhere where things kind of exploded, and now you're having to rebuild a new foundation. The Queen of Cups is coming out now to like represent this person or this energy because it impacted you. Like this energy affected you, right? I think you could be Queen of Cups. Like most likely I'm talking to Divine Feminine energy. You resonate more with Divine Feminine energy. You're nurturing, you're focusing on self-care, you're focusing on healing right now. That's the energy that I'm getting there. All right, the friend and the challenge or obstacle. I feel like there's been some type of transformation here. 6 of Swords. Again, this could be you, like you followed the guidance. I just burped. Confirmation. But 6 of Swords is like being guided to calmer waters. I feel like I'm talking to a Virgo on a twin flame journey, and I feel like you were directed away from your counterpart, and I think in your head you were like, what the bleep? I'm supposed to be going towards union. I'm supposed to stick it out with this person. I'm supposed to wait for them. I'm supposed to buy 9 cats. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, most likely Aquarius Full Moon comes in and says, hey, this whole thing, this whole time was always just about you. It was never, ever, ever about anybody else. It was always just about you. You had to go through this experience so you could learn how to choose you, and you could go and heal and replenish yourself. Remember, Queen of Cups and the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. It's the card where she says, look, I know that I have these people that depend on me, but I also know that I am only pouring my depletion on them. I'm short fused, I'm ill tempered, I can't deal with anything, and I'm only pouring out my depletion. So I'm going to pull back. I'm going to go replenish my cup. I'm going to learn to love myself so that I can in turn come back and love these people properly, right? So that's Queen of Cups. So it's like you're being guided to go do that. But for you, Virgo, you were like, that doesn't make sense to me. Virgo is like the family person. Virgo is like the one that takes care of the family, right? Like if you have a Virgo mom, she is a homemaker, right? If you have a Virgo dad, like he probably works from home. You see what I'm trying to say? Like Virgo is the home energy. So it's like you're being guided to go take care of you. Maybe for you, Virgo, this feels really selfish. Maybe for you, you're like, I can't abandon this person. I can't leave this person. I told them I'd have their back forever and ever, right? I totally get it, Virgo. But it's definitely this energy, like you're being guided to go replenish your cup, to go refill your cup, to self-care, nurture, and heal you. And this is your challenge or obstacle. So it's like you were led astray. And that's why this is so challenging for you. Probably somebody told you, hey, you're supposed to go buy 9 cats and wait for this person. And then you're going to get married and live happily ever after, right? So you kept waiting for that while the whole time Spirit was like, no, go take care of you, right? All right, so for the ideas card, we have that 5 of Cups. That's 5 of Hearts. There's a lot of loss here. There's a lot of sacrifice. There's a lot of, I don't want to give this up. It's going to cause me pain. Guys, my North Node is in Virgo, just in case you were wondering, right? 8 of Wands is here. So 8 of Wands is quick information and sudden changes. We do have perspective on the bottom. That is going to be that Mercury energy. So it's like you may not see something as beneficial right away, but please remember anything that's happening with this Aquarius full moon is going to be for your greater good. Virgo's like, yeah. I know. Let's get some guidance. Something good to go out with for Virgo. I will say it does seem like the healing comes quickly for Virgo. If you could figure out why there was abandonment, why there was rejection, and now because you figured that out, it's like you're able to start moving in a new direction. We have the Knot card. Something's challenging, something's difficult. We have Sapling card. Could have something to do with children, but I feel like this is about starting something new, taking a new route, a new journey. And we have the Summer card. And I think that's timing. Like this all just happened. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful, Virgo. All right. Now, just in time, we have Capricorn. Capricorn is next. I think after Capricorn, I'm going to take a little pause so I can go refill my tea. We're at an hour and a half, y'all. I hope these are coming out good. I'll definitely have to go back and watch. Oh my gosh, that's delicious. Oh, you guys. I've never seen this before. It's Fanta. It's promoting the Beetlejuice movie. Do you guys see it? It's called Haunted Apple. It's too good. Michelle says they feel like they're going more quickly than that. I know, right? An hour and a half in, like that's kind of scary. Are we fixing to have a 3 hour long live? Like what? Michelle's like, I'll take care of me with my 9 cats. I feel like I'm just that person. Like I'm that person that's like in denial. Catherine on Facebook says I'm a Virgo. Vanessa's ready for Capricorn. All right, I'm gonna stop talking because I really am gonna take a little break after the Capricorn. Then we'll have water signs and air signs left. All right, Capricorn, here we go. Aquarius full moon energy for Capricorn. Really? Way too many. Way too many. Seeing that delays card though. All right. Capricorn. How is the Aquarius full moon affecting Capricorn? What is being illuminated for Capricorn? The cards feel heavy all of a sudden, I will say that. Planning on the bottom. No way, Capricorn. Capricorn is the planner, right? Like everything has to be scheduled out, right? All right, so family is going to be what's being illuminated, something in your family or something to do with your family. It's also like where you're out of alignment and where you're being forced to take action to get back into alignment. Capricorn is my 7th house relationships, guys. All right. So the challenge or obstacle is commitment. Again, Capricorn, it's going to be the same energy that I felt earlier with the commitment card. It's like this energy of someone is struggling to make a commitment. It's either you or it's the other person. And this could be a commitment in different things. It could be relationship commitment. It could be work commitment. It could be about you being committed to your spiritual awakening journey, Capricorn. And that's what it's going to be. It's going to be the action that you're being asked to take so that you can come into alignment for the greater good of all. Yeah. So it's not commitment like, oh, let's get married. It's commitment to yourself and being more disciplined in your awakening journey, in your practices, in your healing practices, and whatever it is that you need to do. That's the commitment. That's where your challenge or obstacle is right now. All right. So the guide is here. This is lesson learned. And look at that Capricorn energy I felt earlier. So I definitely feel like the guide is like you're going to be guided. You could be like right now collectively, because we're having this huge mass awakening. Like I remember when I first started PLR, I really didn't know too much about like my spirit guides. My mom passed in 2011, and I've just always had this like weird connection, I don't know, to dead people, right? And so when my mom died, it wasn't really much different. That's not true. It's actually a lot different because there was like this period in time like where I didn't feel her for like a really long time. And so I'm not saying she was there, but I feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's some things that happen to people like after they pass away where maybe they have to like go off and do other things for a while. So it was like for a while I didn't feel her energy, and then I did again. And then by the time I did again, I feel like I was so angry at her that I just kind of ignored it. which is, silly. But yeah, that's just vulnerability moment there. But anyway, and it's like, I don't know. My whole point of this whole thing is I'm starting to learn more about my spirit guides. I'm starting to learn more about individual guides, like what they're for, what their purposes are for. I feel like I've been working with this one guide that is, and I'm not saying guy, like I feel like when the closed captions comes on, it's going to take my accent and it's going to be saying guy instead of guide. But anyway, it's like I feel like I've been working with this one guide that is teaching me how to battle in a more efficient way. I guess in a more strategic way, I guess you could say also. Like instead of just taking my sword out and going and slicing throats all willy-nilly, it's very directed. I don't know how to explain the energy, but it's like instead of just being mad at the whole world, my battles do seem like they're very directed, efficient, and successful. All right. Pragmatist is about seeing the good, being positive. I feel like there's more to that. I can't find the book. That stinks. Being practical. Being practical is the only way I could think of to say it. An attitude or policy, but is the definition. But it's about being practical, which again is very much Capricorn energy, right? All right. Let's do some Tarot of the Enchanted Soul. Capricorn. Bottom of the deck, we have Four of Swords. Again, resting, calling your power back, pulling your energy back, focusing on yourself, and again, blessing in disguise. Let's look at that family card. This is what's being illuminated. Perspective, it's how you see something. So you could be seeing something from a different perspective. I mean, that wouldn't be surprising, especially with Mercury up there in retrograde, joining forces with the sun, right? And Leo and the moon opposing the moon in Aquarius. So being able to see how you feel about something from a different perspective. Five of Wands is here. So the commitment card, Five of Wands. Five of Wands is challenges. You're experiencing challenges. You're experiencing obstacles. It is going to be what I said earlier, Capricorn, about your commitment to your own spiritual awakening journey, your discipline to the actions and practices that you do and take on a daily basis. But here's what I want to talk about Five of Wands. So I like to watch Minnow Pond. You guys like Minnow Pond? I love Minnow Pond. Minnow Pond used to come out and talk about how he didn't spew meanings of cards, that he came out and read intuitively, which he does, by the way. He does read intuitively. But I think it's important to tell people the meanings of the cards because that's how you yourself is going to learn how to read tarot, right? And there is some like base meanings, right? That's if you're trying to learn how to read tarot, like just tell yourself there is some base meaning. So you do have something like to go off of. Should you use your intuition? Should you focus on the pictures of the card? Well, of course, right? But you do want to make sure that you know the base meaning so that you know where to go from, right? But Five of Wands, he talks about it and he used the term Indiana Jones. You know, the Indiana Jones movie where he goes off and like always has like these crazy adventures that could be a little stressful, right? But he does it so that he can learn something, so that he could go get something that he's looking for, right? So that's kind of giving me that same type of energy. It's like something's really challenging for you, but Spirit's asking you to like become more excited about it, become more passionate about it. Wands is fire energy. Fire energy is passion and excitement. So it's like, look at this instead of, I feel like Capricorn is like looking at spiritual awakening as like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of work. I already have a lot of work. I work 40 hours a week, Rosa, and now you want me to do more work, right? Like it's giving me that type of vibe. And so I feel like Spirit's saying here, get excited about it, because you're training for something. You're training for something big, right? The guide is here. There is a victory. This is a massive victory. I think you're going to start connecting with your spirit guides, which I think is freaking beautiful, right? But I do feel like you're being shown the way towards the victory, right? And I just want to mention too that Six of Wands there's a lot of fire here, a lot of fire for Capricorn, right? But Six of Wands is also notoriety. It's like people are going to notice your wins. Like you need to get excited because people are going to notice your wins, your successes, your triumphs. All right, be practical, because we do have the Hermit here. And the Hermit is this energy of spiritual awakening, dark night of the soul. It is very possible that you're coming out of dark night of the soul, but I feel like if you're struggling with discipline and spiritual awakening, you're probably still in dark night of the soul. And it's like there's something about divine timing here. It's like you're gonna be practical about something, because it's like you're gonna have to wait on something that maybe you're not really wanting to wait on. Again, on the bottom, Four of Swords, whatever that slow moving energy is, Spirit's saying like this is blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise. Virgo energy with the Hermit. It's really Mercury, right? It's Mercury. If you're having a hard time seeing something in a practical way, there could be some confusion due to Mercury's Mercury, of course. All right, the root card is here. Get to the root of the problem is what I'm hearing. Get to the root of the problem. We have the seeds card. It's about planting new seeds and then nurturing and taking care of those new seeds. Last one, we have the twigs card coming out. I want to say I read that twigs energy not too long ago, but I'm going to look it up for Capricorn in the book just really quickly. Small worries and fears, it says. Resources, simplicity, resolve. All right, it says valid concern also. And choosing Tree of Life Twigs card, it's good for you to be on your toes. What is underfoot? A situation requires you to be alert and get snappy. Gather your thoughts and resources. It's no use letting worries impede your progress now. Twigs break and fall away like old habits and cares. These twigs of worry are often thoughts we have outgrown but can't let go of easily. Worries like twigs can be collected, gathered, held tightly. Notice your old thought patterns, the ideas about yourself that you hang on to, but that no longer truly serve you well. Take those worries, name them, and let them go. See them as dead wood you no longer need to carry, and take them to the woodpile or use them to kindle new ideas. I love it. All right, Capricorn, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. Guys, tap that like button for me if it was. I am going to let you watch a little video, play some music, and I will be right back, guys. All right, everyone, I am back. Took a little break. I hope everyone got something to drink. I'm going to take this video off of here. And we're at the water signs. Water signs. We're at Cancer. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer is my rising. And Cancer is one of these 4 signs that I mentioned at the beginning. I feel is going to be one of the I feel like this full moon is going to be the most beneficial for. All right, Cancer, let's get started. Aquarius full moon. How is this energy going to impact you? What is being illuminated for you? We have delays coming out. So Cancer, you could be seeing why delays happened, or you could be seeing why delays will be happening. Let's look at challenge or obstacle, Aquarius full moon. We have the guide coming out, but it's King of Hearts. So it's giving me that King of Cups energy, divine masculine energy. It's also giving me some Capricorn with the horn. It could be some Aries there. All right, let's look at lesson learned. We have the Passion card. Again, it's that energy like a flame has went out. With this energy, I'm kind of picking up like you need to strike the match. You need to ignite something. We have misfortune coming out as the outcome. Wow, Cancer, what a turn from our break, right? All right, we have the rest energy on the bottom. All right, let's not jump to conclusions. Let's pull some tarot. The 10 of Spades is giving me like 10 of Wands energy. It's like time to lay your burdens down type of energy. The end of a challenging life cycle. That's it right there, Cancer. It's like you're about to find out why something had to happen a certain way. All right, Cancer, I feel like you've been experiencing delays already. Before I even look at any tarot, I'm just going to spit out what I think. And that's what I'm going with, the snail energy. Something caused you to move really slowly. On the bottom, we have 3 of Swords. That's most likely what caused you to move really slowly, Cancer. You were going through a healing process, right? It's definitely giving some broken heart vibes there. All right, 3 of Wands is here, and 3 of Wands is a big confirmations of what I said, Cancer. Like you're going to be taking action towards your future. There was some delays in that, but again, I feel like you're about to find out like why that was. The challenge or obstacle, the guide, we have 9 of Wands. I am picking up some King of Cups energy. I am picking up some divine masculine energy here. 9 of Wands is stubbornness. You were stubborn about something. Maybe I'm talking to divine feminine and you were stubborn about divine masculine. Maybe you were stubborn about taking responsibility for something. Maybe you were stubborn when it came to your heart, your emotions, how you felt about things. Maybe you were stubborn in the way that you let your emotions control how you reacted to something. Very possible there. With the Passions card, again, I'm seeing that match. And we have 9 of Swords. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a burn it down. I'm getting a burn it down energy, Cancer. 9 of Swords is processing trauma. Something caused a delay in the way that you were processing your trauma. And I feel like it's going to be shown to you with this Aquarius full moon. I know that it was for me just yesterday. But this energy is definitely, remember I said it felt like Spirit was saying, strike that match. It is that energy. You had a hard time letting go of something. It could have caused a lot of anxiety, a lot of depression, PTSD, right? Oh my goodness. And because you had this, you were dealing with all this energy, that definitely was something that needed to be healed. That definitely could be something that caused these delays in you being able to move towards future. Cancer, I'm getting this energy like if you're anything like me, I started PLR and 4 years ago, and on day one, like I expected to go out the gate, right? Like we're just here we go. We're gonna go do this thing. I've been hearing to do this thing, and we're just gonna go do it, and it's gonna be freaking super easy cheesy, and we're just gonna be billionaires the next day, right? And of course, that was not the process, right? Because the point never was for a spirit to say, Rosa, go get on YouTube and Facebook and wherever and be famous and yada yada. No, it was Rosa, go get on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and freaking everywhere else and show people how you are healing from this freaking trauma, right? Did I just call my twin flame journey trauma? Oh my gosh, I did, right? Misfortune is here. Misfortune is the outcome, but this is that foundation that is exploding. Misfortune is like a tower card, right? Look at the Ace of Wands coming out for that card. I love it. Thank you, Jesus, right? Ace of Wands is fate, destiny. Everything had to happen this way. So here's what I'm getting, Cancer. And I'm just going to give you a little bit of astrology right now, okay? Those eclipses that we talked about earlier, this particular Aquarius full moon that we've been talking about all night, the energy for the next probably 16 plus years, thanks to Pluto moving into Aquarius, is going to be the most beneficial for those same signs that I mentioned earlier. Remember, I mentioned Cancer, Aries, Capricorn, and Libra. Those four signs. Get ready for life-changing, because what's happened for those four signs is while Pluto was in Capricorn, shit was hard. Right? Like it was really hard. You really had to buckle down. You really had to do the work, Cancer, while you were watching everyone else get shit for free. And you're sitting over there, like going without, trying to figure out like why in the world you're doing so much and getting so little. It was hard while Pluto was in Capricorn, but it had to be that way. We had to learn certain lessons. We had to take that time to really put in the work for our healing, right, Cancer? So that's why you went through all that crap. And that's why this is all changing now. This Aquarius full moon, remember I said this at the beginning of the live, guys. This Aquarius full moon is a sneak peek of what is fixing to happen for the next 20 years. And I don't think I've heard too many other astrologers. That's not true. I just remembered one astrologer that did mention that this full moon is a sneak peek of this next 20 years. But yes, Pluto in Aquarius, the transformations that's happening, life is about to get easier for those four signs that I mentioned earlier. And Cancer, you are one of them. So it's like, yes, have things been hard? Yes. Were things painful? Yes. Did you get some broken hearts? Did you deal with some trauma? Did someone cause you some freaking PTSD? I'm telling you, yes. But it all had to happen so that now you can follow this new path, this new life, this new fate, this destiny that was always meant to be yours. All you had to do was heal, right? I say that like it was super easy. All you had to do. All right, let's pull some guidance out for Cancer. Burn it down. That's the message I got. Burn it down. The Hollow card comes out. We're gonna look at that one. It came out a couple times now. The Knot card comes out. Look, it was hard. It was challenging. And the Nuts card comes out. It's a time of harvest, gathering, implementing. That's what I'm getting, like implement. You've learned so much, and now you're going to be able to go use all that stuff that you learned. It's like you were in school and you were getting all that information. And you know how you were in math class and you're like, man, am I ever going to multiply in real life? Like, why do I got to learn to divide fractions? Yada, yada, yada. And then you go get a job where you have to learn how to divide fractions. It's like that energy, right? All right, let's look at the Hollow card really quickly. All right, wonderment and enchantment, safe havens, help from the unseen, magic, enchantment, quiet knowing, timely, withdraw, observation. This is a very mystical time for you. Like a great hollow in a tree, your imagination opens and invites you to explore and find the magic that is you. Tree of Life Hollow card beckons you to go inward, where there is a place for you to just be, to feel calm, and to know that you are safe and protected. But not only that, to know that you are a wizard in your own right. With the Hollow card, there is an excitement in the air. What did I say? Get excited, right? So there's excitement in the air too, because you're on the verge of discovering something amazing that will help yourself and others. The only way to grasp it is through your quiet knowing, which is there for you. Wait for you to listen. Go inside and hollow the hollow and listen. Tree of Life Hollow card is an expectant card full of mystery and enchantment. Something good is on its way, Cancer. Big confirmations. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. Guys, if it was, tap that like button for me. You have Saturn in Cancer. Ooh. I love that Vanessa asked what degree. I'm now, that's my new thing, guys. Like, and now I'm learning about the degrees. You know what happened? We had that Pluto, of course, making this once in our lifetime transit. So I've been studying the heck out of that. I've been actually studying Pluto since like this transit in Pluto since like 2022, y'all. But yeah. And anyway, now I'm learning about the degrees. It was the Capricorn moon. We had that one Capricorn moon that was at 0 degrees, and we had another one at 29 degrees. So I went to learn about how important the 29-degree placement was, right? And it was like after that, I just got into it, and it's been going ever since. Now I'm into like learning about the Sabian symbols, and it's like, oh my gosh, I want this book. And yeah, it's just it's a whole thing. That's the thing about astrology. Like, there's no way there's one person out there that knows everything. Like, it's impossible. Like, there's professors that like make their whole life's work learning about one specific part, you know, about astrology. You know, maybe it's the planets, maybe it's the houses, maybe it's the aspects. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people, you know, that just study third house, right? There's people that just study degree theory. There's people that, you see what I'm trying to say? Like, there's so much to astrology that there's no way. If someone comes out and they're like, I'm a pro and I know everything, they're full of you know why, right? Guys, give me just a quick moment. I'm sorry, y'all. I got up earlier. I forgot my tea. My throat was starting to hurt, and I was like, "Where is my tea?" And we're at Scorpio, right? So, pause. Look at Sandra. I just yawned. Oh my goodness. But she said, finally, Scorpio. It's a long one, you guys. 2 hours in. 2 hours in. I knew when Spirit said all 12 signs, I got super excited because I was like, ooh, we haven't been able to do that in a long time. And in my mind, I was like, you know what? I'm going to pull one clarifier for each card. So it's going to go super fast. It's going to be fine. Hour and a half tops. But I want y'all to know that in the back of my mind, I knew all along that it was going to be a long one. All right, one last pause. I promise. Right back. I'm so impatient when it comes to making my tea. And you know how they say you're supposed to let the bag brew a little, like you're supposed to let it sit in there a little. I just leave it in my cup and I start drinking it right away. She's like, Rosa, are you doing this on purpose? Yes, probably. All right, I'm going. It's just because it's Scorpio. Have mercy. And remember, Scorpio is the collateral damage. Scorpio and Pisces, and it does have to do with that Saturn aspect. So it's like, yeah. All right, here we go. Scorpio energy while my tea cools down. Let's look at Aquarius Full Moon for Scorpio. What's being illuminated for Scorpio? Ooh, Scorpio. The authority figure comes out. It's following the rules. It's following the rules. If someone told you something, it's like the rule maker Saturn told you to do something, and you either haven't done it yet, or you're like, no, I'm just gonna do it my way. I feel like for a lot of you Scorpios, it's probably just you haven't done it yet. The Strength card is going to be your challenge or obstacle. You're lacking inner strength, inner courage to do something. What's the lesson that you're learning right now, Scorpio? Obstacles. The lot comes out. 5 of clubs, 5 of wands. Challenges, obstacles, training. Whatever you're going through, it's training. It's preparing you for something. It's helping you learn how to remove an obstacle once and for all. We have a travel card here, but it's that card. It's the change card. And honestly, I don't know if it was in reverse or not. But it's that card. Every time I see this card, I picture the water actually moving through that wheel, like you see on the back of ships, right? Which you see the travel card, so it's like the wheel on the back of the ship, right? But it's like water is supposed to flow through it. Water represents like your emotion, so it's like something about the way you feel about something could change. You could be traveling, like you could be going somewhere. This obstacle could have prevented you from traveling. But I think it's more about allowing something to flow away, allowing something to go wherever it's supposed to go, not trying to contain it, not trying to hold on to it, allowing it to flow. Because that's the way it's supposed to be. She said, oh Lord. I'm going to have to unbox more crystals. I'm seeing here. All right, let's get that authority figure. It's definitely giving some Saturn vibes. There is a card in that deck that's like in the inner hour oracle. It's official things, I think it says. And it shows like a police hat. And Saturn is kind of like the police of, the universe, I guess. And the authority figure, but it's giving me more like, the authority figure I would say is more like Uranus energy. Like the one that actually makes the rules. You could be having trouble with an authority figure, and that could be illuminated to you. You could have a problem with authority altogether, right? Like what Scorpio doesn't. And that could be what's being illuminated to you. But there's definitely something about like following the rules, doing things the way they're supposed to be done. If spirit asks you to do something, like doing that thing, right? The sun comes out. The sun is about the self, for one, but success, enlightenment, joy, happiness is on here. Child, optimism, and innocence is on here. I think this is about your success and enlightenment. Yes, could it be about happiness and joy? Sure. But I feel like, okay, so this is going to have something to do with like spiritual awakening, service, enlightenment, using your gifts. Maybe that's why you felt drawn, like you need to go get more crystals out. But it's like there's something about being successful in the awakening process, in the enlightenment, in the ascension. But what I'm getting here is more service. So it's like when we're enlightened, when we awaken, when we realize like, hey, it's not just about me here, then it's like I have to follow my purpose. It's like for me, like shit happens in my life all the time, y'all, like all the time. Friends are, I learn things about people that, like I try to see the good in people, and then I learn that like, hey, they did this shitty thing. And it's like I just want to go crawl under a hole and like cry somewhere, right? But like I said earlier, Spirit's like, no, we don't got time for that, Rosa. It's 9:00. We need all 12 signs, right? Tomorrow I'm going to be doing Divine Masculine Celtic Cross. I may get a day Wednesday if I want to go crawl under a rock and cry on Wednesday. Spirit will give me Wednesday, but on Thursday I'm supposed to be back here at 9:00 because Divine Feminine Celtic Cross. So it's like when you're doing that. These are Spirit's rules. Like I think that it's so funny. Like people are like, oh, you must really want to be on YouTube, or you must really enjoy your spiritual awakening. I don't know what people think, but it's like, no, this is what I'm being called to do. Like this is what happens when you have spiritual awakening. Like you get called to do these things that you wouldn't normally do. Because you don't want people to know shit, right? But it's like you get called to do this thing because you have to help other people as they go through like their enlightenment and their thing. So there's something here, Scorpio, about whatever your thing is. It's like you need to be focused on that. You need to make that a success. And I think that's how you're going to be able to experience joy and happiness. It could have something to do with children and innocence. And I just want to throw that out there one more time. It could have something to do with children and innocence. All right, let's look at the strength card. Internal strength. So it's like you're needing courage to do something. That's your challenge or obstacle. You have the Fool card here, taking a leap of faith. I'm seeing her. It's not even taking a leap of faith. It's like I'm seeing her going through the doors, this doorway. So it's like taking a different path, going a different way. Starting completely over. The Fool card is the very, it's the Fool's journey. Like that's all of tarot. So it's like the very beginning. And I have mercy to goosebumps. Scorpio. There's some of you Scorpios that, oh, have mercy. The word innocence is on both of these cards, the Sun and the Fool. And I'm just going to read that one more time. The word innocence is on both of those cards. All right, so obstacles is here. Obstacles is the lesson you're about to learn. It could be about how to unlock something. The Emperor is here. It could be some Aries energy. This is about you taking your power back. This is about you taking your power back and stepping into your power. This is about you being confident in yourself and what Spirit put you here to do and doing that thing. And I just want to say, Five of Wands is challenges, okay? I want to be like, hey, it's training because I want to try to make it as positive as possible. But you're definitely experiencing some challenges here. Maybe because there's something you didn't do. There's like advice, guidance you didn't listen to, and it's like Spirit's been showing you, hey, you're supposed to be doing this, Scorpio. Hey, you're supposed to be going through this door, Scorpio. Hey, you need to let that shit go and start over here, Scorpio. And you're like, man, I don't know. I think I'm gonna just keep doing it my way. Like it's hard, it's challenging, it's dark over here, but I'm Scorpio and I'm used to it, right? It's giving me that type of vibe. So yeah, there's definitely some taking your power back. Stepping into your power, taking control back over your life. You've went down some path here that is definitely like sucking the joy and happiness like right out of you. But yeah, you need to like realign, Scorpio, step back into your power, take control back over your life, allow things to change. Most likely this is happening to you because you're so afraid. Oh my gosh, don't shoot the messenger, Scorpio. But it's like, Scorpio is like the most fearless. That's not true. It's Aries is fearless. Scorpio is like the ruler of the underworld. So you can't be like too scared of shit if you're the ruler of the underworld. You know what I'm trying to say? But in all reality, a wounded Scorpio is scared shitless, right? A wounded Scorpio is like, I don't really know what to do. I'm just going to pretend to know what to do because I don't really know what to do. So I'm just going to keep doing this thing because I fear change and I just want to make it look like I know what I'm doing, right? It's definitely giving that vibe there. So what's going to happen is with this full moon, how you're being forced to take action. You're being forced to let something go so you can allow something new to flow in. For some of you Scorpios, this could be about travel. This could be about like literally moving locations. Maybe some of you are like moving continents. I don't know. Like maybe you need to take a sailboat somewhere. But my point is, it's like you're going to have to move. You're going to have to take action, and it's going to be change. And again, do we like change? Are we happy about change? Not normally. Look at the freaking Knight of Swords. Have mercy, Scorpio. Where did I say? Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is having the courage to deliver a message to someone that says you're free. You're free to go do whatever it is that you want to do. It's about, again, liberation. It says fast moving. Impatience is on here. Fearless is on here. Brave, daring, direct is on here. And going against the flow is on here. I'm just saying. That's what's changing. That's why that card was trying to be in reverse. That's what you've been doing. That's why this full moon is so big, so powerful. The sun is the biggest, most powerful, right? So it's like, that's why this is happening to you right now, Scorpio. On the bottom, you have the Magician, Mercury energy. You could change something, Scorpio, with just your words. Like you could speak truth about something and you could change this heavier, more challenging energy to, let's say, alignment or rewards, right? Like more towards positive energy instead of this very intense spankings here, right? All right, let's pull some guidance. Tree of Life Oracle for Scorpio. Definitely dealing with an Aries, though. I just want to say the Sun, first house, the Fool, first house, the Emperor, Aries. If you're not dealing with an Aries, Scorpio, I would say, where is Aries on your chart? You have the Buds card. Again, it's like something starting to bloom. We have the Root card. This is how deep something goes. Yeah. We have the Autumn card. This could be a timing for you Scorpios that are looking for a time of when something's going to happen. It's like when the leaves start to fall off the tree. For some of you Scorpios, this is a message that says leave them. If the leaves fall off the tree, leave them. They're dead leaves, they're dead weight. You don't need them. There's no reason to be holding on to them. Everything changes. When the leaves fall, that's another significant everything changes, right? All right, I'm going to, and look, the leaves is the bottom. Have mercy. All right, I'm going to leave it right there. Scorpio, I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, make sure to tap that like button. I'm going to clean up really quickly, and we're going to keep moving forward. Pisces is next. Pretty interesting how Scorpio and Pisces, together. My apologies. All right, so that was Scorpio. Pisces is next. Welcome back, Diana. All right, Pisces, let's keep moving. Aquarius, full moon, what is being illuminated for you? Look at that. We have love coming out. It does show a picture of the human heart. What is your challenge or obstacle, Pisces, with love? Finding a solution, finding an answer, finding a key that fits. All right. Lesson learned. We have the friend coming out. It's Queen of Cups energy, divine feminine energy. I do see the butterfly. So again, there's like this transformation with this person. Not who they used to be type of energy. Outcome, we have endings, and it does show that skull. On the bottom, we have loss. So I feel like it's pretty easy to tell, right? Scorpio and Pisces definitely seem to be like the most challenging readings we've done so far. So I feel like that's going to be confirmation to those signs that we talked about earlier, right? Aquarius, Taurus, and then, Scorpio, Pisces, definitely getting like this, it's almost like this aftermath type of energy, like waited too long for something and now dealing with consequences type of energy. All right, let's pull a little tarot. Bottom of the deck, we have that Knight of Swords. For the love card, we have Five of Wands. I'm going to shuffle some more. Five of Wands again, something is challenging. Again, it's funny, I totally got that Indiana Jones again energy, right? But it's like get excited about something. Maybe it's possible that you've been looking for a solution to something, Pisces, and it's like because you're going through these challenges, that's how you find the solution. That's how you find the answer. Big confirmation there with the Sun. The friend, the Emperor, again, clearly didn't shuffle well enough. Pisces ending, we have Ten of Swords coming out. Ten of Swords is a completion to a painful life cycle. So big confirmation there because endings. All right, on the bottom was the King of Swords. King of Swords is about authenticity, speaking truth. It's about being vulnerable, Pisces. It's about being vulnerable. Pisces, it's very possible that with this full moon, your challenge or like what you're dealing with that's a struggle for you is you're learning that you're having to be more vulnerable in all relationships, right? And that is this like full moon in Aquarius. It is like this age of Aquarius. It is like as we move into, like, as Pluto does this retrograde in Capricorn, we move back into Aquarius. It's definitely what like the change is for everyone, right? So it's like this could be a challenge for you right now. And it's interesting because I feel like Pisces, the house of spirituality. I feel like it wouldn't be such a struggle for, let's say, Pisces to show vulnerability as it would, let's say, a sign like Aries, right? Or maybe a sign like Scorpio. I feel like vulnerability would be something that would be easier for the sign of Pisces. But for some reason, there is this energy here, like, I don't want to be vulnerable. I want to have this like exterior wall where no one can hurt me type of situation. It is very possible too, though, that you've had, it says, an ending to a painful life cycle. So it's very possible, Pisces, that you're this way or you're feeling this way now due to painful love relationships, right? Like maybe that's why it's challenging for you to open up, be authentic, be vulnerable, that type of energy. All right, Pisces, let's pull Tree of Life Oracle. You have the Wind card coming out. Again, more confirmation, like something's been challenging, struggling. You see the wind trying to blow the tree over. The leaves are getting blown off this tree because the wind is so fierce, so strong. But what I will say is we don't get to really see the roots. And the roots is what anchors that tree. It's like that wind can blow and blow, but that tree is going to stand. We have the leaves card coming back out. So both pictures, I'm seeing the leaves being blown away. So it's very possible there's some relationships or old relationships that are stagnant, no longer serving the greater good, Pisces. It's very possible that you need to be more vulnerable in those relationships. You need to be more authentic, tell more truth. But the whole outcome, or like the whole purpose, is to let something fall away, not to forcefully hold on to something. We have the tree stump card. I feel like that's confirmation. It's a little bit of stubborn energy. Like, I just want to keep holding on to this thing. All right, Pisces, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. And that's the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So that means we have the air signs left. Gemini, Libra, and I'm going to close it out with Aquarius. I do feel like Aquarius is probably going to be like the big ringer reading, right? It is the energy that is being affected the most by this Aquarius full moon. It's been a long night. I appreciate all of you that hung out with me, stuck it out throughout the whole live. That's amazing. Those of you that came and went, appreciate you coming back to hang out with us. I definitely did not know that it would go on this long. I feel like I anticipated that it would, but yeah. All right, I think my tea is finally cooled down enough. Diana said, I missed Earth, have to rewatch. Absolutely. Live replays is how we get paid at PLR. In case you guys haven't noticed. I know my moderators know, but we do not have ads during our live stream. We can, it is an option to have ads on the live stream. But then I feel like the message gets cut up and not the way that Spirit intended. So no commercials on our live stream. I always turn the monetization on the videos after the live stream is over. So anytime you guys come back and you watch any of the lives that we did, you will see commercials, and that's how we get paid at POR. It took me 3 years, guys, 3 years to get monetized over on YouTube. And just about the same amount of time on Facebook. Facebook was actually first before YouTube. Twitch, we're still fighting for, right? I feel like eventually one of these days, I swear, they're gonna change the rules, and we're one of the first to be monetized multi-streamers over there. One of these days. All right, we're gonna start out with Gemini. Gemini, this is Aquarius Full Moon energy. What is being illuminated for Gemini? We have relationship. It's the 7 of Hearts. It's the energy of putting the puzzle pieces together. Commitment on the bottom. The thinker and the challenges or obstacle. You're overthinking something about a relationship. What you're going to learn. We have money. Spirit wants you to focus in a different direction. And outcome, we have the rebel. You're like, I want both. Surprise. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So I think there is an issue here with your commitment to your awakening. This is giving me a little bit of Capricorn vibes. So if I'm talking to a Gemini like sun, I'd be like, hey, where's Capricorn for you? Right. But I feel like there's this energy here of overthinking something about a relationship. This is taking a lot of your energy. It's taking a lot of your time. And like Spirit's asking you to focus somewhere else. All right, let's pull a little tarot. Let's look at the relationship card. You have Ace of Wands on the bottom. So it's like it's fate, it's destiny. It's new passionate action. It's new excitement. So relationship here is what's being illuminated by the full moon. We have the strength card, Leo energy. This could be the opposition to, is the word I just heard, because the sun is in Leo and full moon in Aquarius here. There could be some opposing energies, and it's like you're having to gather internal strength in your relationships. Like you're really having to dig deep to bring up some courage to take some type of new passionate action that has to do with like fate or destiny, right? The thinker and your challenges or obstacles tells me like you're overthinking something. King of Cups is here, big confirmation. King of Cups is, I know it's like counselor, mentor, therapist, but I think it's also like, it's an overflow of emotion. So the King of Cups is like, the ruler of the Ace of Cups, right? Like Ace of Cups, overflow of emotion, right? So King of Cups, the emotions are overflowing, but like he contains the emotions and he like is in control of the emotions. So it's like they're not, like it's not causing him to overreact because he's the King of Cups, right? I feel like because it's in your challenges or obstacle, you're overthinking something. Your feelings are like too involved in something. It's like you can't think of a clear decision or like a clear thought because your feelings are too overwhelming at this time. All right, money is the lesson that you're about to learn. The world is here. You're being handed the world. You're being handed some big opportunity. You may not see it as this type of energy here. But I'm definitely getting, again, some Saturn energy. Again, I'm getting like, this is the way it has to be type of energy. Here's another thing that's freaking hilarious about the journey that we're on, Gemini. People think, again, like I chose this journey. I chose to have this awakening. I chose to be going through all these experiences that I'm going through. If you're anything like me, y'all, like when I'm really at the beginning of my spiritual awakening journey, I was just like digging at the dirt. Screaming, don't take me, don't take me. And I swear I felt like, spirit was just dragging me by the ankles. Like, we're going and we're going this way. And I was like, no, right? It's definitely giving me that type of vibe. There's something big that's monetary, that's physical, that's material, that spirit's needing you to put your energy towards. It's like spirit's trying to like offer you something, hand you something, like, please do this thing for me. It's part of our destiny, our fate. And you're like, I'm the rebel. Four of Swords is here. I do feel like you're going to be, oh my goodness. So the words rest are on here, exhaustion are on here, retreat is on here, and I'm just going to stop there because I'm just going to say it. Ready? Sometimes these messages are so hard, and it's like it's hard for me to relate the message. Like, I'm a pretty mean person. Like, I'm an Aries. My Mercury is an Aries. My Mars in Aries. Like, if I'm mad at you, I can tell you so with no problem, right? But it's like, if I'm not mad at you, it's like, oh, I don't want to say that mean thing. But the message I got is like, this could be like what I like to call forced vacations. It's where spirit sits you down. It's where spirit sits you down. And is it possible that spirit's sitting you down because you rebelled against what spirit asked you to do? I mean, yes, very possible. Very possible. Yeah. I will say, fate, destiny is on the bottom. The Four of Swords is also a card that says this is a blessing in disguise. So that's big confirmation that this is for the greater good, Gemini. All right, let's pull some guidance. Some other keywords on Four of Swords is solitude, relaxation, sanctuary, and peace. That's why this is happening. And the words timeout is also on there. But yeah, when I flipped it over, I was going to be like, Gemini spirit, sit you down, because that's definitely the energy, like a timeout. You didn't want to do it this way, so now we're going to try it this way. All right. Have the Fallen card. The Fallen card talks about you let those branches at the top get too heavy. You didn't trim them down. You didn't trim away those old dying twigs, the old broken branches. You let something linger on until spirit had to step in and say, no, child, no. Seeds is here. It could be about a seed that you planted. Saplings here. It could have something to do with a child. It could have something to do with a young child. It could have something to do with protecting a young child. But it's going to be, the sapling card also talks about watching it grow. Watching it grow. Watching it explore and have experiences and feel things and, all that kind of stuff, right? All right. I am going to leave that there, Gemini. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. All right, Libra, we're down to 2. We're almost down to, what is it called? The nitty gritty, right? Like we're down to the last 2. I'm tired to keep dropping my cards. It's interesting. I haven't really thought about Libra energy too much lately, which is, that's going to be an odd statement to make. Libra is like the natural ruler of the 7th house, which is relationships, right? But yeah, like I hadn't thought of like how Libra would come out for this specific reading. I did think about Aquarius because, it's the full moon in Aquarius. But yeah, I'm pretty interested to see Libra is one of the signs. Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. One of the signs that I feel is benefiting the most from this particular Aquarius super blue full moon, right? Yeah, I gotta get a drink of tea. I promise I'm not trying to make it linger any longer. Safe haven. Hello. All 12 signs tonight. Pisces with Pluto and Libra. Wow. What house is Libra for you on your chart? Dream sequel. I started to do your chart. I got so busy. Um, Sometimes I like to, explore your guys' charts for free, of course. Um, and yeah, I also am running a whole business, so I gotta squeeze it in when I can. But I'm actually going to be working on another birth chart, so I will do a little work on yours as well. I'm kind of interested to see how it goes. I think I made the chart already for you. I'm pretty sure. And that tells us a lot. Like, we're able to see a lot just by glancing at someone's birth chart, definitely. But really being able to sit down, break it down into like the different aspects, the different degrees, that really tells you a lot more information. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to dive into yours for sure. If I've made your birth chart already, like I still have your chart and all of my information. And I just want you all to know that I still study those charts like from time to time, especially if I learn something about like a certain placement or a certain house. Then, because I know you guys now, right, I will go and compare it like on that chart. Because then it's like, is it true? Is it true that if you have, Jupiter or Saturn at the top of your chart, that you're, some type of leader for like, a large amount of people? Yes, true, right? And I can like study your charts and see those things, and I can see just by like who you are and what your job is, what your career is, like if those things match up, right? Vanessa has Pluto and Uranus in Libra. Vanessa, just the fact that you have Pluto and Uranus, same house, are they conjunct? Are they right next to each other? Yes, the books is definitely the way to go. Dream sequel. The internet. People can say anything, y'all. People can say anything. I came out here and told y'all that the one blue moon wasn't a blue moon. I'm just saying. I mean, I came back and told you, Rosa, wrong. Sorry. And I even explained why. Like, why? My bad, right? But other people won't do that. Like, other people are not gonna like learn what their mistake is and then come out and be like, oh, I said the wrong thing, right? Like, other people on a different type of journey. They're on YouTube or Facebook or streaming for different reasons. So they're not going to do that. But yeah, books. There's going to be certain books that I feel are going to be more helpful than too many people like on social media. like most astrologers, like big astrologers, like people that have been doing this their whole life, not just because they had a spiritual awakening and they realized that the moon was fucking with them, right? Not just like that, but it's like, people that, been studying astrology for a very long time, made it like their life career, life path. They're not on social media, right? They write books. All right, Libra, here we go. Aquarius full moon. What is being illuminated for Libra? We have ideas, new ideas. I feel like you've been in a little bit of a brain fog, not sure what to do. It's like you knew or you felt pulled or had this calling, but it's like, I hear it, I see it, but how do I get there type of energy? Like what is the aha moment, right, for Libra? All right, let's look at challenge or obstacle. We have that rebel card. I feel like it's possible. Oh, I feel like it's possible that you knew you were supposed to do something and you didn't want to do it. Like you rebelled against something that you knew you were supposed to do. All right, let's look at lesson learned or what this moon is teaching you right now. I feel like whatever it is that you knew, for some of you Libras, it could have something to do with like something from your past. There's something about the way she's like looking back. Stability is here, and this is like what you're going to learn now. It's about anchoring into something. It's like firm foundation type of energy. Two of Pentacles. It could be about finances. Two of Diamonds. Two of Pentacles. All right, let's see. What is the outcome for Libra? Again, I'm getting that love anchors the soul. I feel like I'm not even saying that quote right, but it's definitely something like that. The leader is here, Libra. There's something about the feathers around her neck that's sticking out to me. It's Queen of Wands energy, so Queen of Clubs, like it's about, it's Queen of Wands energy, Libra. Okay, we have the Passion card on the bottom. Again, I'm getting like light the flame, strike the match, that type of thing. But here, and it's not a burn it down energy this time. It's more about passion, excitement. So Libra, the Queen of Wands is that card. We talked about it earlier. Who was it that got that Queen of Wands? Where I told the story about she's scared to like sit in her throne. She feels that imposter syndrome. She feels like, oh, I can't do this, or it's not for me. I'm not supposed to be a leader of whatever, Mabob. Actually, yes, you are. So I don't know what it is that you need to get passionate and excited about. We're about to find out. But yeah, it's something about being confident in your leading abilities. Some of you may want to rebel against something, but you don't know how. All right, Queen of Cups is on the bottom. This could have something to do with unconditional love. It could have something to do with divine feminine. It could have something to do with like pausing life so that you can self-care, self-nurture, replenish, right? I don't mean like pausing life. I mean like just taking time for you, right? King of Coins is here. So the new idea could have something to do with finances, material world, definitely. Again, about responsibilities. Maybe someone depends on you. We have the moon here. Your emotions could be causing you to rebel. Fear could be causing you to rebel. That's what it is, Libra. Fear. Here's what I'm going to say about that fear. It's the moon card. One, this could have something to do with a Cancer or Pisces. But the moon card is an illusion. It's an illusion. So if you have fear of something, Libra, that's holding you back and not allowing you to find stability in your life, then it's like this is only happening because of an illusion, something that looks a certain way. And here's the thing about the moon, ready? The illusion. The closer you get to the moon, the brighter it is. So the closer you get to that thing that you fear, the less fearful it becomes because it's brighter. You're able to see it more. You're able to see, oh, this thing that I thought was like this is really like this, right? Stability is here. Ace of Cups, again, overflow of emotion. Like maybe you're not seeing something clearly because like you're too involved, you're too emotionally involved, something like that. And the leader card here, Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is about walking away from something, walking towards Two of Cups, understanding that you've done everything you're supposed to do there, and now it's time to move forward. And you're going to teach other people how to do that because it's the leader card, right? All right, Libra. Let's pull some guidance. There's something that's your responsibility. And it's like, maybe you're like, I'm not going to do this because I have this fear. Spirit saying like, it's your responsibility to heal that fear, to heal that like low self-confidence. We have that treehouse card coming out. We have the twigs card coming out. Have the family card coming out. Libra, it could definitely have something to do with a family situation. I did see that Queen of Cups. That is the card that says it's time for you to refill your cup. It's time for you to replenish yourself. There's definitely this energy of like the old needing to fall away. It's definitely this energy of like a safe haven, trying to find your peace, right? Again, in a family situation. Spring is on the bottom. So for those of you that have question over timing, that could definitely be your answer there. All right, Libra, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. I'm feeling up and we've made it. We've made it all the way to the last sign, Aquarius. It's interesting because normally we do go, Aries, Taurus, and I always say we're going to work our way around the universe. And this time, Spirit, like right before the live, I definitely heard it like, no, we're going to do the elements. We're going fire, earth, water, air. And normally when I did elements, we did fire, water, earth, air. So I thought that was kind of significant. Like what? But it's, I feel like there's going to be a reason that we went a certain way. And here we are. Aquarius is going to be the last reading we do for the night. So for all of you Aquariuses that waited so very patiently, I appreciate you so very much. I do feel like you will be impacted the most by this very powerful full moon. I do feel like this is the most powerful full moon of 2024. I feel that way because this full moon is causing what I've been calling forced action. The full moon is trying to illuminate where we have stepped out of alignment, right? And because this is the full moon that we're experiencing right before Pluto does this little retrograde period, right? And then finally moves into Aquarius for the next 20 years, right? So it's like a little bit of a sneak peek here of those energies as well with this Aquarius full moon. All right. Here we go, Aquarius. How is the full moon affecting you? What is being illuminated by the Aquarius full moon for you, Aquarius? That one was very focused. Like it wasn't going to come out till the right one got there. Aquarius, it's about money. It's about money, finances, material things. It could be about risky behavior. I'm seeing the chips like gambling. All right, challenge or obstacle. We have romance, love, and money. It could be about risky behavior in a romantic situation. Could be saying that you're focused on love and spirit's asking you to focus on your money, on your material wealth. All right, let's get what this full moon is going to teach you, Aquarius. We have endings coming out. It's the 10 of diamonds, so like 10 of pentacles. What's the outcome for Aquarius with the Aquarius full moon? We have restriction. I feel like we're going to clarify and we're going to see that you open the cage and fly away. I do feel like there's been a romantic situation, Aquarius, that maybe could have been restricting you, especially when it comes to finances or material things. And I feel like that's coming to an end with this Aquarius full moon. The Apprentice is on the bottom. This could be an energy like this is happening because you started to implement what you know. You started to use your spiritual tools. Sherry comes in to catch the end. I love it. Miss L, Lilith, and Aquarius. All right, let's find out what is the money about. We have Queen of Cups on the bottom again. So again, it's about stepping away and taking care of you. That's going to be challenging for you, Aquarius. Here's what I know about Aquarius. Aquarius is about the people, mass people. It's about service, humanitarian efforts. It's about always doing for others. And Spirit's asking you to focus on yourself. Anytime that happens, it's like, what for Aquarius? But here's the thing. We are moving into this age of Aquarius. Everyone, all the people on the planet, whether you believe in astrology or not, doesn't matter. The gravitational pull is still there. It still affects you and your fluids in your body. Again, believe it, don't care. But it's like when we have this energy, when we move, when Pluto goes into Aquarius for the next however many years, we are definitely going to be more focused on humanitarian issues, right? We're going to be more focused on service. We're going to be more focused on purpose. We're going to be more focused on the greater good of all, right? So it's like, again, I said earlier, this is like a sneak peek into that next 20 years. Aquarius, if you're not ready to shift, if you're not ready to move, if you're still too busy, like giving your energy away to somewhere maybe where it doesn't need to be, whether it's in the money situation or it's in the romance situation, it's like you're just kind of giving your power away. And it's like you need to call that power back. You need to replenish that cup because you can't help anyone else until you help yourself first, right? All right, so the money card, we see 10 of coins coming out. This is about goals, achievements, things you're trying to gain. This could definitely have something to do. It says home, family, stability, security, inheritance. Legacies is on here. Reputation is on here. Affluence is on here. We have 3 of coins coming out. So I do feel like 3 of coins is about teamwork, partnership, people working together. I do feel like it's about money, but I feel like there is a romantic situation. It's like they're not working together. They're not being helpful in the situation. Endings is here. I do feel like that is what's going to happen. We have 9 of swords, big confirmation. I feel like you've known this is coming. You see the clock? So it's like you've known that this was coming, this ending was coming, but it's like you almost pushed it back. Like you didn't want to Aquarius. Ooh. Wow. This is why this is so powerful for you. This is why this moon is impacting you the most. Because we all did it, Aquarius. Why you're having to like take the brunt for all the signs, I don't know. But we all did it. We all held on to something. in the last year or so that we knew Spirit was saying, like, hey, get rid of this shit now. And we were like, no, I'm going to hold on to it a little bit longer. And then what happened is as we went through these full moons, it just, Spirit's just like breaking it down, right? Like, nope, this is gone. Nope, I said no, and no means no, right? And it's like that type of energy. You held on to something the longest. You put up the biggest fight in holding on to this thing. And I think you did it because deep down you knew, look, what did I say, Aquarius? You're going to have to dig in there deep down and release those inner demons. Did I not say that at the very beginning of this live? But it's like you knew that the moment you release this, the moment you surrendered to this ending that needed to happen, then you were going to have to sit down with yourself and process your traumas. And that's why you held on to it for so long. You were not ready to process all of that trauma. But that's what's going to happen. Restriction. King of Wands. Be confident in what you're capable of. Be courageous in the actions that you take. Be passionate in the journey that you are going to be on. Leader, vision, inspiring, energetic, moral, fair, bold, and dynamic are also on here. I do feel like you're about to experience a restriction. And let me just call it out here a little bit. Here's my little astrology, Rosa, learning the things. Ready? I say, Aquarius, that you're going to feel this restriction while Pluto is in Capricorn. So September, I think it's like the 2nd through like November, I don't know, like mid-November. And then that restriction will be lifted as Pluto moves into Aquarius, once and for all for the next, however many years, right? All right, let's pull some guidance for Aquarius. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up with the guidance. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys so very much. We just reached the 3-hour mark. I can't believe it. I wish I had the energy, for one, but the energy and time to do this on a regular basis. I was going to drop it. I kept trying not to, but I did anyway. But yeah, on a regular basis, winter is coming, y'all. So, I mean, it is possible that I will have more time and we'll have some longer lives out. But yeah, this is abnormally long for us, right? All right, the Sap card comes out. It talks about a sticky situation when you touch something and it gets stuck to you. So keep that in mind there. And let's see what else comes out. We have the Nest. The Nest could be about nurturing something, protecting something, something you've created, something you're trying to birth into being. And we have the Seed card coming out. This could be energy about planting new seeds. The forest is on the bottom. It's this energy of like being able to see something through the forest. That's the message that I'm getting. And I am going to look in the book really quickly at the Nest card for Aquarius. Please bear with me. 3 hours later, my throat is on fire. If I can find it, there it is. Oh, it's the first one. Number 1. Wow. All right. So the Nest card is gifts. All right. It says abundance, treasure, new life, patience, instincts, threat to life, predatory acts, and plundering. All right. The Nest card is here for you. This is a phase of life when you can expect many new and positive opportunities. You're discovering all the good that is in you, incubating and awaiting for the right time to hatch into new life experiences. You will know when to burst through barriers as you ready yourself for new adventures, new lessons, new celebrations. You hold natural power and riches in your own hands. The gift of life and renewal is yours. Like treasure found, unexpected gifts are soon to be received as you create through your own will the life you choose to live. In life, you cannot control everything, but you can control your own responses to all things. And so your journey about finding the and so your journey is about finding the nest of calm and peace within where you will cultivate your glorious potential. The nest card is about life and potential to renew it at any point in life. So breathe deeply and know that your destiny is to thrive. I love it. Beautiful message. So are you about to go through it, Aquarius? Yes, you are. But 10 of coins is like everything you ever wanted. So it's definitely this energy like for the greater good, right? All right, I'm going to leave it right there. Again, thank you guys so very much for coming in and hanging out with me. I appreciate it so, so very much. I hope to see everyone on Tuesday night when we read for Divine Masculine, Celtic Cross, Heart of the Matter. Guys, thank you. That was so long, but they were awesome, right? Like I feel like they all came out really well. Even Aquarius, like even though it's challenging and it's a challenging full moon, it's definitely like showing Aquarius. It's like for a purpose, for a reason, a great purpose, a very important reason that's going to bring like great abundance. I mean, it clearly is about like finances, 10 of coins, right? Like finances, wealth, money was the first card out. I'm just saying. So is it challenging now? Yes, Aquarius. But will it be later? No, I feel like the abundance pours in. And I feel like honestly, that was the general theme for pretty much all the signs, I feel like, right? All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. My throat is literally on fire. I'm going to go drink the rest of my tea, maybe some cold water, and I'll see all of you on Tuesday night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate all of you so very much, and I'm always, always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Thank you, guys.